Hello, friend, and welcome to Epic Pride Gaming. I'm Classic Gamer, and this is another playthrough of Dune Awakening. We are back, still in Chapter 2, completing the Touch of Evil side quest. That's part of the main storyline. So we're still doing this investigation on this murder. We kind of have some leads on a murder suspect, is some Jinja, and we need to track her down, see if she's not the one, is there somebody else? But we kind of have a feeling that she's the one. So we got to find about like what else is going on because there's some cover up, there's some stuff happening. So let's get into it. Thank you for joining. Happy Monday. And if you have not yet subscribed, please consider doing so. Join the chat, hang out. Nessa Rockstar, what's up? How's it going, sis? Oh my gosh, we're back here. I really do love this game, even when it's like a murder invest. We're very Sherlock Holmes today. We were last time too. Okay, so with our quest, so we're doing Touch of Evil. So remember, Austin assistant. So this was the other Ginger who we thought was probably um, the murderer, but she's not. Hester Klimt gave us the location of his workshop in the Eastern Shield Wall. That's what we did last time. We went to the Shield Wall. We heard a recording of the woman potentially being, she's the murder suspect. So we kind of have clues. And after convinced her, um, and we convinced her, the assistant, that he had been murdered. She didn't believe it. So prior to his death, Austin met with a redhead that left him distraught, not Hester Klimt, another one, and had a trip arranged for his workshop. Tours has asked me to investigate a location for further clues. So we did that. We're now going back to Tours and let him know what is the update on that. So we need to go to the Seleucid Bull. How was work? Work was well. Not too bad today. A lot of meetings, but not bad. Okay. Um, That's you go. We need to talk to Tors. Tors. Wait. Tors is not here. He is. Yes, Tors is in the other building. I don't know why I thought he was in this building. He is not here. He's in the tax building. The showroom. No, this is called no, this is not the exchange. This is what do you call this building? Tax collector. The Imperial Consulate building. And he's behind up these stairs. Let's give him the news. Here he is. I've been to Lathe Workshop. Killed my way in, that is. So we found out that Phaedra Vey was blackmailing Austin Lathe, but I found detailed engineering photography for old Carthag precise layouts. We did. I reviewed a diary entry who referenced a woman named Phaedra Vey. Vi. You know her? Their relationship sounded complicated. Man eater. That sounds like a lot. Well, I found a detailed engineering cartography for old Carthag, precise layouts and annotations. The margins were filled with notes, fault lines, resonance equations. I'm not sure what it all means. Phaedra Vi was blackmailing him. Lath confessed something to her, something big, and she used it to tighten the screws. I'll get going then. Okay, Central Plaza. I'm assuming upstairs, yeah. Okay. Assuming it's this apartment? Yes, let's go in. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. How was your day? Hope it was better than last week. Oh, we're in the apartment. I recognize these decorations. Ah, Atreides one, of course. Shit, did I forget my scanner too? Let's examine this. Bottle of spirits, a near empty bottle. Something is scribbled on the label. A carafe for Grand Dame. Knock on my door if you prefer to enjoy it in my company. Signed, your favorite neighbor. Little chaotic. Better than last week. Good. So I definitely forgot my scanner this time. Dang it. A note. Pick up. Black market trade receipt. Search the apartment for more clues. Examine this. Award. A trophy delivered to Phaedra Vi as a show of gratitude for remarkable philanthropic efforts toward the rebuilding of Arrakeen. That doesn't look like it's an actual clue. Here. Hmm. Is this the door? Empty frame. There's no painting in this frame, and it looks like it was removed recently. There are more clues. The thing is that I don't have my scanner, so... Ugh. It's gonna be hard to tell, like, where the clues are. Damn it. Dang. Okay, I examined that. Is it the book? Doesn't say. Dang it, I forgot my scanner. Ugh. I hear something. Oh, there's something. Is it on the ground? No, it's just the lighting flickering. Ah, I'm gonna need the scanner because search the apartment for clues. I found like half of them, but I don't know where the other ones can be unless I have to use freaking scanner. We're gonna accuse the one lady. We have to accuse somebody. The thing is that I'm not gonna be able to find the other clues without the scanner. I hate this. Like, I bet it's the books. Or the paintings. So this is the lady, obviously. This is the lady. Okay, this sucks. Like, let me see if I can buy a scanner here. It's gonna cost me an arm and a leg, but I don't want to fly all the way back. And I don't think I can craft it with anything. I don't really have anything. Oh, hate this. Hopefully someone is selling one. That's the other thing. I may not be able to buy one if no one's selling one. Unless one of the shopkeepers are selling them. But I doubt it. But the shopkeeper may have the raw materials I need to craft it. But I may not be able to craft it without the machine. Ugh. Okay, where should I go first to try to find a scanner right quick? What I could probably do is just see if there's one in the exchange. Hopefully it's not too crazy expensive. So it would be under tools, cartography tool, handheld resource scanner. 20,000? Is that how much they is gonna cost me? Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's gonna cost me 20,000. You know what? I've got a lot of money. Let's just buy it. Can't believe I did that. You know what? I could sell it right back too once I'm done with it. Sell it for more. Make a profit, you know what I mean? It was 20K. I can make those really quickly, I suppose. Out of my way. All right. Fingers crossed it'll work. It should work. All right. Let's see if I can see. Drag marks. Something heavy seems to have moved here recently. Again. Footprints. Some footprints are leading towards a bookshelf. We know that's a clue. We know these are clues. There's something else here. Pick up. Search the apartment. Okay. What was this? Note to the valet. So we picked up a couple things. We picked up Note to the valet. Instructions from Phaedra to her valet to transport some boxes to Sector B5 in the deep desert. It's sending me to the deep desert? Not right now. Not during a storm. I wonder if I can do it before 8 o'clock, before the actual storm hits. Black market trade receipt. A trade receipt from TG Ogare. The receipt doesn't disclose what items were traded. Discuss your findings with Tor. Okay. I hope I don't have to go to the deep desert. If I have to, I need to go like now to avoid being caught in the storm that hits at 8 p.m. So it's doable. I just hope I go in and out. B5, that's not too far into the deep desert, so that's good. It could be a testing station. It could be a testing station or a shipwreck. So I would have to like go in and out, get the clue, come out. It's doable. It's doable. I've got time. Luckily, I'm playing now, not before 8, which is when it resets for me. Okay. They're gonna send us into the deep desert. That's what's gonna be. We're going to the deep desert. Okay, let's go back, talk to Tours. It would totally suck. Well, I just don't want to be caught in the storm. Where is he? Did I miss something? Oh no, he's down the stairs. Okay. All right, Tours. I went to her place. She wasn't there. I found her drink stash. Looks like she favors spiced martinis. I found a transaction receipt from Tijiogare. It says she left instructions for her valet. He was tasked with transporting something relevant to the deep desert. There we go. All right, let's book it to the deep desert because I don't want to get caught in a sandstorm. Luckily, we can pull it off as long as we do it everything before 8, which it should be the case. Fingers crossed. B5, if I remember correctly, is kind of in the middle of the map-ish. So I'm going to grab the middle entry point. I'm going to grab the middle entry point so we can quickly book it over to the location. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a test station. Unless it's some cave, like a very specific location. But let's head over. Make sure I have enough gas to get there. I think I'm gassed up, and I do have a battery. Fuel cell. I have a vehicle fuel cell, I think. Okay, here's deep desert. There we go. All right, I'm gonna take the middle one. Oh God. I think it's at 8 o'clock is when the storm hits. I think it's 8. I'm gonna find out real soon. Weekly schedule. Coriolis Storm starts in 2 hours. Yep. 8 o'clock. Okay. B5. We are currently in A6, so we have to go a little bit more to le east, no, le west. There. See, we're in A5 already. We might be going in the same direction. Whoever that dude is. All right, so it's going to be in this mountain. I don't think it's a testing station unless it's specifically designed for us, like for this mission. Like a cave or something. It's high up. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, it's right here. God damn it. All right, find the entrance to the location mentioned in the notes. I think we found it. Or somewhere here. I mean, it's in B5, so it's got to be here. Look at the map. Unless it's up top. It's saying it's up top. Okay. It's saying it's down. Like I went too far. Um. Okay. I'm gonna put my shield on just in case. I don't see an entrance on this side though. Unless it's up there. Saying it's down. Am I going crazy? It's saying it's further down? So it's at this level. Um, Maybe I should have gone this way. Maybe here. Okay. Is this not it? Oh, Jesus. It says I have to go down. Okay. I mean, it's saying it's at this level. Unless it's over here. Oh, God. I mean, someone put a light up there for a reason, so it's like usually follow the light is a good thing, but it's definitely at this level. But how do I get in? It's definitely saying to go higher now. Okay, we'll just go around and see if we can find an entrance on this other side. Oh, well, there's something here. I think this may be it. Oh, found it. Okay, so we have to search the body. Is this the body? Search the valet body. Cryptic note. Go deeper into the cave. What does the note say? The note says... Cryptic note. The valet seems to have noted down instructions from Phaedra to remember a code. Picture me in my glorious days before the downfall of a once great city. But that's the painting that they probably took. Oh shit, I hit the wrong button. Okay, there we go. Okay. What if I have to use my scanner? It's down there somewhere. Ah, shit. God damn it. Fuck. God damn it. Take that. Piece of crap. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Gotta heal up. Okay. Let's try to get him from this side. Boom. Take that. Ish. Okay, so there's stuff around here. Let's see if we can take some stuff with us. This looks important. Okay, Grandma. Let's pick up this note. It says a torn page from Manifest. Let's look at the torn page. It says a sheet of lists with names, each stating a shared stock volume and total value. Some names have been struck through and the total value adjusted on the remaining names. Ooh, someone's cheating. The sheet seems to be the second part of a longer document. Let's go up here. and seeing if this is where we can find our goodies. Let's examine this. Rolled up painting. A rolled up painting depicted 17 masked nobles at a banquet. 10 140 10 194. Danusian Ball is scribbled on the back side. Okay, is that it? Return to tours in Arrakeen. Alright, so I'm glad we were able to do this fairly quickly. That way we don't have to stay in the deep desert for long. So we just got to go back, report on this. Oh, and hopefully we don't have to come back to the deep desert. See where I can place my Orny. Why can I not place it here? Oh, shish kebab. There we go. Okay, let's go back to Arrakeen. Let Tors know what's up, and then we can see about finding Phaedra. Not Phaedra. Real Housewives of Arrakeen. I haven't gone to the deep desert in a while, actually. Okay. Do I have a boost? I love just being able to glide. It's amazing. Okay. Luckily, that was fast. Thank you. Let's fly back to Arrakeen. Across Arrakis. There we go. Sit up here. Yeah. You can kind of tell you're getting closer because you see the circular arc lines that tell you're like you're near settlement. I've also been doing a lot of building because I've been remodeling my whole palace. I used to have a lot of stuff like on the ground floor, and I've moved everything up to the top levels because like I built the whole palace and I'm not even using it. So now I actually feel like I'm using my palace. Just great. But I've like kind of broken down that whole area that I had on the ground floor. Am I gonna miss it? Not really. I think it was always meant to be a temporary thing until I built the whole palace up. And now I'm like redoing it so that everything can fit properly. So I redid a whole portion just so that I could fit the assault ornithopter. Just for the assault ornithopter. And now I have to think of a way of like if I'm gonna put more spice refineries, how am I gonna do that? maybe in a similar vein, I'll like redo some buildings just to make it fit. Basically, gut them out. Hello, fellow player. All right, we're all doing the same quest. I found the valet. What's left of him in a vault stocked with high value cargo. She wasn't traveling light. I found a part of a manifest. I don't see anything really. What am I missing? Makes me wonder if one of the names on that list is angling for a bigger cut. Well, I found a cryptic note on her valley. It looks like some kind of code, maybe to unlock something. Can I come? I think I know how to decipher the note. I'll get right on it. Yeah, I know. It's the painting, basically. It was a painting of the banquet. The Janusian ball. Okay, let's go back into her apartment. It's funny how we can just waltz right on in. No key, no passcode, nothing. We just like I have full clearance. Okay, so basically it has to do with the painting. And it's gotta maybe push button. Aha. Down, down. Freaking code. Examine. Painting a fader. Painting a fader made a marble head of Janus. There is nothing behind. Could it be the date? 1-9. No. These are numbers. Right? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or 0. And then back. So it's this 0? Oh, shit. I don't know what the numbers are. Let me see if something is on the note. The only thing I can think of is the year. Picture me my glorious days before the downfall of a once great city. So the code was... Oh, do we not have a copy of it? I'm thinking it's the year. Okay, so if it starts with 0, then down, up. So it would be 1, 0, 1, 9, 4. So this is 0. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Hot diggity dog. I have a brain. Oh, she is dead, honey. Phaedra's body. The heavy chair holds the broken form of a dead woman. Head rolled forward, arms slack, her lifeless face a mute witness to an unspeakable final act. And somebody killed her, for sure. Make forensic summation of physical evidence. As a mentat, let's do this. Dead woman's posture and slack limbs suggest sudden death. She died where she sat, with no signs of resistance or the desperate flail of flight. Oh my gosh. No foaming or classic toxin signs. Eye discoloration points to abrupt trauma. Death arrives swiftly, without struggle and without warning. Examine the upper body. Rich fabrics drape the woman's lifeless form, silks embroidered with fine threads, hinting at wealth beneath the ruin. Use the poison snooper. It's not going to be poison, but let's try it. Unless it was laced with poison. The snooper flashes green over the gown, no toxins detected, just expensive fabrics, cold perfume, and the stillness of death. Examine something else. Examine the stiletto hilt. The stiletto hilt is slender and elegantly simple, crafted from polished steel with a gently flared guard. Ooh, trooper, identify the weapon. The slim, unmarked hilt is familiar. Harkonnen dragoon captains wear them in their boots, a blade meant for energy shield combat and close work. Use the poison on snooper on it, because maybe it was laced with poisoned. The snooper flickers green, no poison lingers yet. Something about the pristine, unmarked blade feels deliberately careful. Examine something else. What about the face? No obvious sign of physical trauma marked the dead woman's face. So, perfect symmetry and aquiline bone structure betray her high-born heritage, aristocracy worn in the very lines and angles of her face. Examine the mouth. Her lips are painted a perfect red, no foaming, no residue. Whatever entered her life left no trace of poison on her still mouth. Examine her eyes. Use the poison snooper. Because like I said, there could be like traces of poison. Okay, the snooper glides past the clouded eyes. It flashes green. No airborne or residue toxin detect, just the still haze of death. All right. Examine something else. Examine something else. All right. Conclude is the stabbing was just a murder. What's with the mask? Well, let's see. She was listening to radio. Why does it feel like? Cause she's Harkonnen. Look at the whole decoration. So she's Harkonnen, but was killed with a Harkonnen blade. So is someone like tying loose ends or trying to make it seem like it's something that isn't? Search the secret room for clues. I thought I did. Oh, maybe with a scanner. All right. Okay. So we've examined her. Examine the mask. Noble mask. Scanning the mask reveals a tiny, almost invisible, retractable needle hidden right next to the mouth. Use the poison snooper. Yeah. Did that kill her? Poison report from Phaedra's mask. Banquet guest list. Pick up. Top part of the torn manifest. Okay, wait. There's so much going on. Okay. The top part of the torn manifest, a sheet of lists with names, seemingly the first page of the previous list. A name is scribbled on the top. Overseer Mon Torcival. Banquet guest list. A guest list for the banquet. 13 names are on the list. Most names seem to be the same as from the manifest. Phaedra Vey, Montorcival, Mara Torben, Prorintana, Atlanta. Okay, do I recognize any of these actual names? No. Okay, ask Tijigare what she knows from the ashes. Okay, we need to go downstairs. It's downstairs. Who's TG? The doctor? No. Who is this? The plot thickens. Okay. I'm trying to think, who is this person? I was trying to remember. I could have read it was in one of those dialogue, like they were a gambler type of person. Like, no. Oh shoot! Now I can't think of like how it came up. Let's see where we gotta go. Ah, okay. They're yeah. So they're a merchant. They're one of the merchants. Okay. Her. Yes, information. I know you traded goods with Phaedra. Well, she did. It's vital that I understand what she was trading. Um, do you know she was blackmailing Austin? Do you know who created these masks? I've heard her recording. She spoke of a necklace. Hmm. I have this manifest. Top of the list, the Overseer. Do you know who that is? It's gonna be Tor's. Hmm. Fair. Tor's. I knew it. Tor's? No. Why wouldn't he tell me? They must be after Tor's next. I need to find him. Tor's is going to that banquet. What if he was behind this all along? Great. So follow the trail of the assassin. Enter the banquet. Where is the banquet? Okay, let's go back upstairs. I'm thinking the banquet is up here. Into the banquet. Okay. I'm thinking he's the killer. He might be the one. They're tying loose ends. Hales, what's up? Hello, hello, welcome. It's been a while. How have you been? I hope well. I'm thinking he's the killer. I'm thinking he's the one. Oh, what the hell? I know it's a private gathering, but I need to speak with someone. Madeline, I need to speak with Madeline at once. You're playing a game. Blame Roma. Are you denying access? I just want to be clear for my report. Stand aside, Sheriff, or we'll find out just how hard you are to move. Ooh, are you denying access? I just want to be clear for my report. Um, what about me? What am I up to? I staying busy, the usual. Playing in a couple games as well, and yeah, just doing a lot more LARPing this year than most. So yeah, that's pretty. It's been fun too. Um, says time is of the essence. I need a fast word with someone inside. I don't have time for game shares. I need inside and fast. Time is of the essence. I need a fast. Let's be pushy on this one. I don't have time for game sheriff. I need inside and fast. Dead. All of them? I have a reason to believe Subperfect was among the guests. I need to confirm it. I need access. There's reason to believe Subperfect is involved. I'm in the dark here like everyone else, but I'm chasing a killer for tours. This could be connected. I need access to believe Subperfect is involved. Yeah, that's my guess. That's my guess. Definitely throwing darts. If I'm throwing darts, they're landing closer than anyone else's. Do you want this solved or not? Then let's move it along, dude. I found a guest list with notations for the butler. Might help sort who's who. How do you know them? Hmm. What do you mean kept to themselves since they landed? Hmm. He's smart. Sounds fun. New LARPs or long form ones you were already in. Also, Nessa High. It was the ones I'm in, but I'm traveling more, so I'm going to other games, and yeah, gonna do that this coming weekend. What did your observations uncover? Where do you think they came from? What did they uncover? Your observations. Hmm. Masks like the one that what's her face was wearing. Sounds like regular nobles to me. Shouting matches about what? Take a look. Old bird. Hmm. She been a Jesuit? Yes, sir. All right, peace out, dude. Dang. We should do a video chat one of these. Yes, definitely. We should. Okay. Oh, this doesn't look good. Do you think Taurus is among them? Oh no. This is crazy. Let me talk to the butler. You are. You're funny, dude. I mean, what happened here? I need a little bit more than that. I need to ask you some questions. Well, thank you for cooperating, I guess. Okay, where's the noblesse? Let me get my scanner out. Sorry to bother you, Countess. The sheriff told me I might speak to you if comfortable. Sheriff told me I might speak to you if you're comfortable enough to talk. Countess, you nobles all look the same to me. I like this. Fine, Marchioness. What is your name, Marchioness? Do you know who did this? Girl, was Prefect Torres here? Any family to notify? Let's get this mask off you. Oh my god. Wait, was everyone in that flashback dead? Everyone's dead, and it's not a flashback. It's like it's happening. It's stuck. But why go to such lengths? Why do you call them double crossers? Hmm. Just a few more questions? Girl, what happened to you? How did it start? What was the toast? Hmm. What was the speech about? Who was the speaker? Phaedra. Phaedra Vey, that's impossible. I just found her dead in her apartment. Face dancer. It's a face dancer. And Graf Vera? What color was the Graf's mask? Wait, were you and Graf a thing? How are you still alive though, girl? Great. Hold on, I'll summon aid. What? Kill your Mala? Oh, girl. So, as a bondsman, we could say grievances involving slave misconduct require authorization from disciplinary liaison office. The process requires peer review and a 3-cycle backlog, my lady. However, I appreciate the thought. Bye, girl. Fly, girl. Okay, so let's look at the bodies here. Dead noble, terracotta mask. A dead woman is sprawled on the ground, her face obscured by thick hair. A goblet spilled nearby. It must have been in her hand when she fell. Examine the mask. You gently lift her shoulder and part her hair. Her mask was partially knocked loose when she fell, revealing mushy skin and raw, tortured flesh. This is the one who tried to take the mask off. Examine her clothes. She must have enjoyed flaunting her wealth, wearing several heavy gold necklaces with inlaid gems, brooch, and too many bracelets. Steal a bauble or two? Let's do it. The sheriff is watching. He squints at you suspiciously. You put her arm down slowly, very slowly. Ajit, what's up? Hello, welcome. Okay, conclude the examination. Was there anything else? No, yeah. That's it for her. What about this fool? Oh, examine. Use the poison snooper. It's red. It's definitely poison. Yep. Definitely poison. Poisoned wine. A carafe with wine. The wine served for the toast must have been poured from these. Okay. What about this lady? Let's look at that lady. Dead noble. A stout woman is slumped gracelessly against her chair. Her coif came loose when she died, leaving her hair looking unkempt. Examine the mask. The mask is adorned with purple shapes. Her pale eyes are a thin line, barely open, and somewhat puffy, the skin around them a dull pink. Examine her clothes. Her dress is old-fashioned, even for the most conservative among aristocrats. The hems of the sleeves, while ornate, look frayed, stingy, or baroque. Check her pockets. Within her single pocket, you find a blood-stained love letter to another noble spouse and a folded betting slip naming her various mala as wagers. Leave the items where they are. Conclude examination. Okay, so that's that. Well, she's... That's one mystery solved, seriously. Let's see. Dead noble. A rotund man sits hunched over, blood dripping from under his mask, over his bloated chin onto the table below, forming thick black clots. Examine the mask. His mask is a dark shade of blue, entangled in a pattern of concentric circles surrounding beady eyes glazed over, captured in a moment of terror. I think this must be that Garrus guy or Grass guy. Examine his clothes. His elegant coat is ill-fitting, a few sizes too short. A pink stain streaks his right sleeve, wet and diffuse, and a wet towel is sitting on his lap. Check his pockets. In one pocket, you find a silver locket. Its interior lined with a stiff, dark patch of something organic, maybe spice. Finally, you recognize the patch as a sliver of human scalp. What? Hair still attached, pressed flat, and worn as a keepsake for some private cruelty. Leave them where it is. Freak. Okay, this lady is like praying. Yeah, dead noble. Woman sits with her hands on her lap, bloodied palms facing skywards. Her head is tilted toward the ceiling as if pleading with an indifferent god. Examine the mask. Her mask sits askew, blood smeared, where her fingers clawed to tear it free, realizing too late the terrible mistake. Blood streaks her jaw and neck, dripping into her collar. Torn flesh gapes where the mask shifted, raw skin glistening in the dim light. Next, examine the clothes. Her collar and doublet are drenched in blood. She must have enjoyed taking care of herself if you go by the exquisite elegance of her garment. Conclude investigation. Dang. Ah, so he grabbed the killer's wig. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see this one or this one. Examine. Poison wine. I mean, we don't have to do this, do we? I mean, we know it's going to be poison. It said poison wine. Yeah, definitely poison. Let's interact with this guy. Okay, dead noble. The man lies contorted in his chair, holding a little unopened vial, maybe some generic antidote that the poor man did not have time to consume. Examine his mask. A dark blue mask in a circular pattern. The hint of a beard curls up over the edge. The eyes are glazed over. It matches the Countess' description of grass. Okay, this is Graf. Examine his clothes. A man of considerable wealth, judging by his extravagant display of layers upon layers of luxurious fabric, but nothing to identify him. Check his pockets. In one pocket, you find a shriveled finger joint wrapped in silk like a charm and a small vial of blood. Jesus, these people were weird. Ah. You know who the killer is? Look for the bald person. Well, touche. They're getting back for what they did. Interact with this one. A lifeless figure slouches in an awkward pose that only death could endure. An uncomfortable silence dripped across his form. Examine the clothes. As you move his arms to inspect the blood-stained satin gloves, you see something glistening between his clutched fingers. You pry them open. A tiny object falls into your palm, a pendant earring clasping a vibrant azure teardrop gemstone in a delicate golden mounting. Take the earring. The earring seems to belong to someone in this room. Maybe there's someone who could tell you more about it. Examine the mask. He died with his eyes open, sky blue, like the color of his mask, adorned in complex shapes and forms. Conclude the investigation or keep examining. Leave the earring. No. Take the earring. Okay, is there anything else back here? Oh, another body. Dead noble, huh? A man with dark hair lies against the wall. Oh, don't let this be the guy who I think it is. No. As if he has reflectively looked for a grip of an invisible weapon before dying. Examine his mask. The man's mask, like the others, clings to his face. Its lacquered surface is an ominous shade of red. The clothing. His style is more somber compared to the other guests. A black cape sticks out from under his body, a thin gold chain, the only visible sign of wealth. Check his pockets. One of the pockets holds a delicately laced white monogrammed handkerchief with the initials MT. Take the handkerchief. Maybe someone can tell you more about this guest. Okay. Maybe we can talk to the lady again. You hate long work days. Someone taught me something about how to stop my legs and feet hurting. Something with hot water being on salt. Ugh. Let's talk to the butler. Maybe he knows something. I have questions about the guests. Can you tell me anything about a handkerchief monographed with the initials MT? Can you tell me anything more about the bearer of the handkerchief? I have a few questions about the guests. I found this earring. Do you know who wore it? Tell me about her. That's so all over the place. Uh, this guy's Fremen. A few questions about the guests. Masks hide more than faces. What's their story? Where did they come from? So you don't know. Questions for you. Were you present when the toast was raised? Where were you? More questions. The table was set. So basically, they were set for 13 guests, but only 11 bodies. Do you know if Subprefectors was here? It's always the butler. I think he's the killer. Thank you for cooperating. I'll be going. I think he's the murderer. Yeah. So the people who died: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Wait, did we not check the one on the ground? Can't check the one on the ground. Guess you can't check all the bodies. All right, let's talk to the sheriff of Nottingham, of Arrakeen, excuse me. I have some questions. You said you knew some of these victims. Why? You seem to have a beef with Subprefectors. Why is that? Sounds good. Okay. Did you know Phaedra Vi? How about Austin? He's mostly dead. All right. I spoke with the Countess. You didn't have to set me up like that. No thanks to you. Hmm. She said Torres was not present. Yeah, Torres wasn't here. He said he was gonna be here. She disliked the guest next to her, Graf Anselvero, said he was a boor who dumped a full goblet of wine. She said it was blue. Unfortunately, the butler cleaned the spill, and rather thoroughly at that. Okay, will do. I'll get on it. I thought I did do that. But let's try it again just to see, because it was the that guy over here, I think. Ah, there's something here. Spilled wine. A substance was washed off near this body recently. This must be where the wine was spilled. Okay, just the snooper. Identify Anne Silvera among the dead nobles and report it to. But I thought it was the other guy. Like, I didn't think it was this guy. I thought it was the other guy. This is the one with the scalp. Um, yeah, I thought it was this guy. I think it's this guy. It was in the clothing. Yeah, the mask, maybe. It matches the Countess' description of Graf Anselm. This guy, yeah. It's him. So let's go back to. So is she dead? Yeah, she's like. "Ugh." There's some spilled wine on the floor back there. You know anything about it? Um. Okay. So we've identified, I think, who the guy is. I think I know which dead noble is Graft. The dark blue mask on the left side of the table, close to some flowers. Dark blue mask on the right side of the room, between an empty chair and the purple mask. Red mask, no, it's this one, towards the left side. Uh, I thought it was him. Was it not him? To the left, over here. Am I mistaken? Oh, maybe he thought it was this guy. No. Okay, so it's this guy who is like, girl. What color mask does he have on? Shit. Um, dark blue and circular pattern. I thought it was this guy. Is it not him? Or is it this guy? Like, did she confuse the two? Okay. Maybe it's the other guy. Dark blue on the right side of the one, between an empty chair and because of the spilled wine. What's first prize? What's second prize? Well, that leaves 8 to identify. It would be dumb if it was the guy and he got thirsty after and drank poison wine. They all drink the poison wine. Any sign of tours. Right. Ooh. Damn. Brutal. I'll go ask the butler. There's a note on the guest. A placement change for Agade Yamari. Why is that? Murdering people is thirsty business. Drinks poison wine. Um, do you recall the color of her mask? Oh my god. Do you happen to have that seating plan? Oh my god. Pretty sure there are done. Coons have probably done that probably. I'll go investigate those flowers then. Okay. Shit. Alright, so I need to where are the freaking flowers? Here. Okay. Use the poison snooper. It's green. Oh, it's turning red. It's turning orangey. The poison snooper flashes green, indicating no signs of poison. Okay, examine the flowers. Blooming flower heads in shades of crimson reds and warm bronzes. They pick up the light from the glow globes, forming an eerie, foreboding haze. Whoa, we're a planetologist. Identify the species. Blood roses and fire flowers from Poritrin. From their color, you determine that the roses are probably genetic hybrid, beautiful and expensive. The true wonder, however, is the last species, the flower of the a.k.a. planincetta, rare and unknown to cause quite a few allergic reactions. Smell the flowers. Strong smell, sweet yet spicy. You almost prick yourself on the thorns of a stem. Strange that these weren't cut. Examine something else. The guests. Okay, so the butler said Agade Yamari was allergic to the flowers and sat as far away as possible. Where could she be? Look at the guest sitting in front of the flowers. A large woman in an olive-colored mask and ample robes. A flower was tucked from the vase and pinned to her bosom. Can't be her. Look at the guest sitting on the other table at the far end. Here. A woman in a purple mask is sitting opposite the flowers. Could be her. Look at the guest sitting at the far end of the table. Graf Anselmira, the seat next to him is empty. Could it be the woman on the ground? Examine something else. Conclude the investigation. So, could it be her? Her mask, gently. Mushy skin, raw, tortured flesh. Clothing. Must have enjoyed following her wealth. Conclude. What about the grandma? No, she's not going to be any help. I mean, she's definitely opposite the flower. She would be the farthest away. Check our pockets. Bloodstained love letter to another double house full of various mola as wager. Clothing. These were the old-fashioned conservative. Her mask adorned with purple shapes. Pale thin as open, puffy. All right. So I'm thinking it's got to be her because she's the furthest away from the flower. All right, let's talk to the sheriff. I think I identified her. Purple mask on the right side of the table next to an empty chair. The olive mask, I don't think she was here. The dark blue, I think it's the purple mask. What's next? And then there were six. It did. I found poison traces in the wine. The caskets themselves, what do you mean? Meaning had to have happened here. I'm not sure what the wine was poisoned here. So what now? Not Ambrose. Ambrose again. But he doesn't sound like a murderer to me. I'll get on it. Oh, Ambrose, girl. It would seem that you are involved in yet another set of murders. Girl. Oop, several nobles were poisoned at this very banquet where you delivered the wine. Well, no. To be precise, the glasses were poisoned. Perhaps. What can you tell me about the wine? Do you have any alibis to confirm your whereabouts during the banquet? I mean, pretty much, yeah. We know, we know. Still, it's all suspicious given your past relationship with poisoned wine. Very well, that's all sounds reasonable. It sounds reasonable. I don't think he did it. Miss Thing is Gossip Girl. Do you know anything about this Theophilus, the Fremen butler? Hmm. What about do you know anything about do you know anything about the stash of old Carthag valuables? Told you, Gossip Girl. Hmm. I could use help identifying some of the dead nobles. Ambrose. Do you know anyone who uses a circular symbol pattern? Do you know who uses red and white as their house colors? Circular symbol pattern. How about that? Um, shit, I don't remember. Blue and white? No, no, Bartleby on my list. Very well. Very well. I don't think I have any more questions. A note. Very well. Goodbye. Wait, but he has more stuff to tell us. Ah, okay. I talked to Ambrose. No, it doesn't seem like he had anything to do with it, but he told me something about one of the guests. Apparently, he passed a note to Royal. She's on the list. Right. How many murders are taking place in the same area? That is just statistically impossible. They killed like 11 people. Is everyone just murdering anyone? They killed 11 people in one go. Like, this butler knows way more. I have some questions about Rolla Ramsey. I understand you passed a note to Rilla Ramsey on behalf of Ambrose. Ambrose Lucifera, tall man, goatee. He's literally standing right there. Colorful clothes and demeanor. Not drunken peacock. I love it. Don't be gay bashing him now. Just Ambrose. In any case, that you hand anyone a note, a person of interest. Anyway, a note. You've captured his essence perfectly. Did you deliver a note? Just Ambrose. In any case, did you hand anyone a note? But there are two masks matching the description. Okay, I'll go investigate. Jesus freaking Christ. Okay, so one of them was this one, I think. Um, Search for the note. You cannot find the note on her body. Look closer at her hands. You notice that the index finger of her otherwise impeccably manicured right hand is in fact missing. Okay. The other woman with the terracotta mask was this lady, wasn't it? Woman, search for the note. No note can be found on her body. Crud. Maybe the finger. Who had the finger? Was it this guy? No. It was the blonde. You pry them open. No, that was the earring. Who freaking had the finger? This one had the scalp. Check his pockets. He had the scalp. She had the love letter. Is it this guy? Damn it. Was it this guy? I thought somebody had a finger. Pockets. One of the pockets held a delicate laced white monogram handkerchief with the initials. Handkerchief. Okay, crap. Crap. I don't remember who had the finger. I thought someone had a finger. Bugger. I checked either the bodies wearing terracotta color masks. One guest had a missing finger. Do you know who that was? Dude, I'm gonna have you arrested. Is there really nothing you can tell me about the person you delivered the note to? Your annoyance is understandable. Fingerprints. That was actually helpful. I'll investigate the mural. Because if she touched it and there's a missing finger, then we know who the lady is. Which is the mural? The one in the back? Yo. I don't remember when then it was in Port. Oh, creative wine. Oh, forgot to do that. Um, am I missing something? What did she touch? Dang it. All right, let's get the scanner out. Aha! Okay, let's see here. Examine. Handprint. Traces of a handprint. One finger is missing. We know who it is. It's the one-fingered lady. So where's the note, lady? Okay, it was the lady with the one finger, dude. Okay, so let's talk to the sheriff and let him know what's up. I believe identified Rella. Olive colored mask on the left side of the room, right at the flowers. Terracotta mask lying on the floor near the entrance. Terracotta mask, this one. I mean, you cross any names off the list, or is it just me? Don't leave me in suspense. We're down to two, right? Who is in the second terracotta mask? Was it Torse? No, it wasn't Torse. Oh, tell me already, will you? You're enjoying this, aren't you? Hanger, dead, check. And he's right behind me, isn't he? So he really is dead. He's right behind me. Um, he did it. Subprefect. Your name was on the guest list. I think he did it, or you might be dead as well. You didn't tell me I was investigating your people, not you people. But your name was on the cargo manifest. The list of spoils taken before the destruction of Carthage. Why? Like, who ordered the destruction of Carthage? No, but I know who carried it out. Our dead engineer, Austin Lath. That's what I'm thinking too. They're like wrapping some loose ends, and you're next. The killer's coming for you. I think he's the killer. I think the killer's a ghost, in and out without a trace. No one sees a thing. Your office in the Imperial Wing to finish the job. Coming. You need help. This is Rash Tours. I think he's the killer. That's just me. A ship's player would plan every move. Patience. But you said he's the killer. I think he's the killer. I think he's the one. That's my guess. Is everyone just murdering everyone else? It's like, I'm thinking it's what he's saying. Someone's tying up some loose ends because it just feels kind of not really random, but like all over the place. But it's still connected to like the engineer who had rebellious tendencies, if you will, the ginger lady who was courting him, but she was actually Harkonnen. Like, did she kill him? Was she ordered to kill him, but then she got offed? Or she was providing information to somebody who then offed both of them and then offed everybody else. And then it's like, how could she have done the toasting at the banquet when she was already dead in her room? So it's a face dancer. So they could just be the Trilexu. Where the hell am I going? To tours. Follow tours. This is interesting. I'm rather intrigued by this whole turn of events. Wait, where do you go? I think he did it. I think you did it. That's my guess. A hunter seek. Uh-huh. Uh, right, right. He did it. You did this. I know you did this. You're the killer. You're the killer. I should have known. You're the killer. Ha ha ha. You're a face dancer. Yep. You're a face dance. Oh, I knew it. Shit. Damn. Ooh, I knew it was a face dancer. Ugh. Dang it. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Return to Alara Tuick. Alara Tuick, you are in Harko Village. All right, let me take a look at where we are here. So we are the Janusian faithful. Follow tours. Return to Alara. I feel like we gotta keep going. This may be the end, so let's go ahead and finish it. Let's get to Harko Village and kind of basically report on our findings, which is it's a face dancer. Toyaksu. That's what it was. I knew it was Tours though. It was just it wasn't Tours. It was the face dancer as Tours. Makes sense. Okay. I think we can fly to Harko in one fell swoop, so we'll just diagonally fly it down. Okay. We'll just take this diagonal route, similar to what these little thingies are doing. So we'll just follow this. So here we're gonna get to Old Carthag. So this is the Old Carthag right there. Ruins of Old Carthag. And then Harko Village is kind of coming up. Once you see the circles on the ground, you know you're close. There it is. There's the arc. Here we go. Okay. Let's talk to Allura and tell her, hey girl, hey, we found what was going on. Not exactly, but somewhat. It's the Tleilaxu. Wonder what she's gonna say. Like, she'll be like, oh, really? That's interesting. Ugh, I really can't stand this town. Alright, she is in the bar right up ahead. So let's see what she has to say. Mm, 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 mm. Hey, go ahead. I want to speak to the Count. Yo, the murderer was a face dancer. The murderer was a face dancer. At first, I thought it was killing off survivors from Old Carthag, but I wonder if it was just after revenge. I don't know. Fenrig said the Bene Tlilax destroyed Old Carthag to cover their tracks, perhaps finishing the job. No, it killed Sub-Prefect Taurus and escaped. I couldn't follow it. So what now, girl? Really? Fine. Back to Arrakeen. Girl, we just got there. Okay. Let's see. All right. Maybe we will do this next time. We will follow the bloodline. So Aris has finally reached out. Once again, she's waiting to meet with me at the Seleucid Bull in Arrakeen. She wants a personal account of what transpired beneath Old Carthag and told me that she has something important to discuss with me. I should meet her in Arrakeen as soon as I can. She doesn't know when she'll be able to find time again. And the item that we got was this mask, Phaedra's mask. Phaedra's white and gold mask with a phoenix motif gifted by Dude Shahs after the process verbal. This adornment projects affluence, decadence, and more than a little eccentricity. It actually has armor value of 130. What does my helmet have? Probably have weight 157, but it does a lot more. That's cute. That's cute. We got a mask for it and a little bit of cash. Okay, so next time we'll follow Aristide in the Seleucid Bull, but for now we'll just probably stay in Harko Village or maybe end up back at Haga Basin for a bit to look at my base. I definitely need to go back to look at my base at some point. But this will be it for tonight. Thank you so much for hanging out, Ajit, Nessa Rockstar, Hales, anybody else lurking. Thank you so much, and we'll see about catching you next time. Remember, as always, love, live, and be epic. Bye.